Okay, this is a short video to show the sealing of the gasket for this double hung window. This I think is a caradco window, but probably a lot of double hung windows have the same type of gasket at the bottom. This might not even be a gasket, but you can see that the sash has a groove in the bottom of it. And when you lower the sash, that fits into over this gasket. And the idea is to make it seal better. And it's made of some soft vinyl. And it's supposed to make it airtight. Now, what I noticed when I was cleaning out and repainting these window sills, that this gasket on this one and on that window was not attached. It was just sitting on the bottom. And on my other windows, that gasket had always been stapled in with 6 staples. So all I'm doing here is stapling this in. Now, I actually tried stapling it, but it's very difficult to get a staple gun in here. You can't really get it in unless everything is apart. That is, the triple track's removed. And then one time I tried that, I actually cracked the gasket material because it's a hard plastic and the staple doesn't go through it very well. So what I've done now is I just drilled holes, 1/16 of an inch. It's just the smallest drill in my drill set. And then I'm just taking these staples. In this case, I had some leftover 5/16 staples. I think shorter is better because you don't need very long to go in here. And then after I drill the hole, I kind of put a little pick into the hole to get it started in the windowsill so that the staple will go in. And then I just drive the staple in, basically with a screwdriver and a hammer. I just put it up near the end of it, and then I just tap it down. And I haven't really had any problems with that. On this side I already did, and it seems to work fine. And after I have it in place, see, if it's not nailed down, what will happen is when the window goes down, this will not really seal against the bottom, because then if you move the window up and down, it'll constantly get lifted up. Once it gets lifted up, dirt gets underneath it. It doesn't sit properly on the bottom of the channel. There's actually a groove. This just doesn't sit on the windowsill. There's actually a groove that it goes in. Now I sanded all this, so after I get this stapled in, I'm going to paint with a small brush this little strip area just to make it look a little better. And I didn't paint it before putting this in because I didn't want to get any paint in that channel, because if you put paint in that channel, then the strip doesn't sit smoothly on the bottom. So now I might, with a very small paintbrush, paint over that little gap. And then when I paint on this side, for example, I'm going to inevitably cover that little gap. On the other side, I did already paint it because it was the windowsill, so I might just do a touch-up. And the paint will probably help seal it down, but hopefully without actually getting paint down underneath it. I don't want paint to get underneath it. Anyway, so that's just a little review of what I'm doing here. I'll hit pause as I drive this one down, but I need 2 hands to drive it, so I can't show that. Okay, so now you can see probably 1 staple would be enough, but I'm going to put the staple on both sides because you don't want that side to lift up because dirt gets under it, and then over time it really kind of works its way out. So sealing it down initially is a good idea. And then in the winter, this should help keep out the cold draft. Okay, thanks.